Welcome back to CSM Today. I'm here with the coach of CSM women's soccer team. So, can you just tell me about how the games have been so far? Like how are your previous two games?
Well, we're not getting all the results that we'd like to have. We played Hartford a week or so ago at home and battled them very, very well for a half. Um, Let a couple goals go in the second half, and then we kind of deflated a little bit. Um, but we're coming along. We're moving in the right direction.
How do you say the team's offense's defense is looking like?
Both are coming along pretty well. We're certainly scoring more goals than we did last year. Last year we had very few opportunities to score. So we've had some improvement there. It's a different system than we played last year. But the girls have adapted to it pretty well and seem to be still moving in the right direction. So, we've still got some season ahead of us. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay, that's good. So what do you expect from the team going into the future of the season?
We want to peak at the right time. We want to peak at playoff time, and that's always the goal because once you reach playoffs, everybody is 0-0. So it's a clean slate. So as long as we keep moving in the right direction and we've got our eyes set on Region 20, and anything can happen from there. Once you get into a tournament, anything can happen. So
Okay.
that's what we're pushing for: is just peak at the right time, be at our best when it comes tournament time, and see where that gets us.
So you talked about the Region 20 tournament.
Yeah.
Just tell me about that. Like, what do you have plans for that?
Region 20 is the region that we play in. It's mostly Maryland schools. We're in Division 1 of Region 20, which there's two divisions: Division 1, Division 3. All American Maryland JUCO plays in one division or the other. They have two separate tournaments. So we're pushing for that. Hartford's sitting on the top right now, and Essex is a notch above us because they beat us. But we're hoping to make some noise in the playoffs. We certainly have a good opportunity. There should be, if they all participate, there should be 6 teams in the tournament, and we'll probably have to play a first round game. Then we got the semifinals and finals. We'll take it one step at a time and see what we can do. Tournament time is what it's all about.
So when you're getting prepared for all these games and stuff, could you just give us a quick rundown of what the practices are like?
Well, right now we've been getting a lot of practice in because we had some games rescheduled because of weather and one cancellation. So they've been putting in a lot of time, and that's a good thing because, like I said, we're trying to peak at tournament time. So yesterday, for example, we did a lot of running. We're still trying to condition so that we'll be able to play a full 90 minutes in the system that we want to play. The system we play requires a lot of fitness, and so we're still trying to maintain our fitness or even improve it, so that come tournament time we're ready to go full 90. And like I said, anything can happen when you get in a tournament. If we're doing the right things, good things should happen. If we're not doing the right things, then you take what you get.
Hey, that's
But
fair, man.
but yeah, we're working hard. We spent a lot of time on the field today, just working on things, moving the ball around, and getting shots off, creating opportunities. So um, it's we're at that time of year where you have to be at your best, and hopefully that's where we'll be.
So what does your schedule look like? Like, what is a average week for you guys? Like, what will your events be like?
We pretty much go every day. Like for example, this week we did not have a game on Tuesday because of the field we were supposed to play on wasn't playable. So we've been practicing every day, and we only go about an hour and a half, but we try to make it a good solid hour and a half. So we practiced Monday, Tuesday. Once the game was canceled, we got out and practiced anyway. Yesterday we did a lot of conditioning work. Today we were back on the field doing a lot of technical stuff and tactical stuff. Um, Tomorrow's going to be a lighter day. We're going to do a yoga session tomorrow. Let them relax a little bit because we have a game on Saturday up in New Jersey, and we want to have a good performance there. So we're not going to beat them up too bad tomorrow.
Okay. So why did you get into the whole coaching field in the first place?
Good question. Um, I participated in athletics in high school and a little bit in college, and just love athletics. And I had a close association with my high school coach, and just kind of followed in his footsteps. He was a phys ed teacher, athletic director, and my coach, and we just really connected. and that's probably the biggest influence that I had. I just love working with young people, whether it's middle school, high school, college. I've done all three now, and when you get a group of kids that are all have a common goal, there's a lot of bonding that goes on, and it doesn't matter whether it's guys or girls, although they are very different. It's still the same thing. Everybody fighting for a common goal, and I just love being around the young people. Been doing it a long time, so and hope I can keep on going.
So how long you been doing it?
Well, let's see. Um, Got to be about 30 years now or
Mm.
more. I came out of college in '78, so I'm aging myself a little bit there. But yeah, I've been in a number of different schools, private schools mostly, all over the place. And just last year, the opportunity arose here for me to be the assistant coach with the women. So that was an opportunity I couldn't really pass up. You always want to keep moving up a notch if you can. Um, but yeah, just love being around the young people and working with them and fighting for that common goal.
So out of all of this, what would you say like is your favorite part about being a coach?
Boy, that's a tough one. I think just being around kids, being around young people, and building relationships. It's amazing in this day of technology how many former players from all over the country, well, not all over the country, but in various places where I've coached, that are reaching out, and we have connection on Facebook and stuff like that, and just building those relationships and seeing them continue on no matter how old they get is kind of exciting. It's just a lot of fun to build those relationships and to see them grow and to see them look back fondly of the teams that they played on. That's pretty rewarding.
Okay, so you talk about your favorite part. Now like there obviously is like some hardships that you have to go over. So like what would you say is like the toughest part of being a coach?
The toughest part of being a coach, um, probably just getting everything out of a player that you think they have to give. Um, we as coaches tend to push and push and push because we see something in a player or players that they don't always see in themselves, and it's just that constant drive of pushing every day, pushing, pushing, pushing. A lot of times, especially with younger kids, middle schoolers, I've coached middle schoolers, and they're not quite as motivated and disciplined. So you really have to keep them focused, and it's just that constant pushing. I think that can be wearing sometimes, but if you love what you're doing, you can get through that. But I think that's probably the toughest thing is just constantly trying to motivate and push and encourage and just trying to get them to see what we see in it.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll be back
Glad to be
right
here.
back with the players of CSM women's soccer team.